Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time doing another comic review, and this one is on Zor-el Superwoman Future State comic review. Now, as you know, Future State is meant to be something similar to Future End from the New 52 line, that is meant to tell a possible future of what could happen in the DC universe years later. And the cover mainly has Zor-el finally as Superwoman looking on at something bad. And the story starts off how Kara is paying respect to Krypto's tombstone, as well as being at a lunar colony, pointing out how Krypto was always there for her, and how, she's always done good since basically helping refugees and that at the lunar colony. Until something crash lands, and Kara says, "The shield wall," and is in saying, "A spaceship? A newcomer?" And then suddenly shows up with an alien girl who says, "A child? Who are you? And why have you come here?" So she's basically more of a shapeshifter, and we learn that she has the ability to absorb powers as well. And after a few mishaps, and asking, if this is the lunar colony and that, and after Kara basically threatens to blow her up, they basically become more acquainted, and they introduce herself, with the girl being known as Liani, and Kara introducing herself as Superwoman, and points out that she's a runaway, and actually needs a place to stay. So, over time, we see how Liani and Kara get to know each other. Over time, Kara learns more about her powers, and that the diamond connected to her, if taken away, she'll die. And of course, basically become more like friend and mentor. We also learn on a spaceship, Liani's race are after her when she ran away. And we see how Kara and Liani, talk about, how Kara crash landed on Earth before Clark, and that, this was your destiny, and that, and even talks about her origin, how she was related to royalty, and how they found the diamond that gave her powers. So we see how the public don't really trust Liani or Kara completely. So we see how Kara takes her somewhere far to where they plan to build a dam, which after Kara tries to help her master her powers and abilities, asking her what she wants to be, after basically reaching her potential, she's able to build the dam. And we see basically her saying, "I did it!" And we see that not many people are thrilled with another alien with powers on the team. And we kind of see how, they didn't even say thank you and all that. But we see how Liani basically sees herself a bit as a victim, and her saying, "How can you say we're friends, and then you stand by when they treat me like that? All you still have is memories of a dog who couldn't even talk back." And keep in mind that Krypto was meant to sort of help Kara reach her potential, as it was like pet and owner. So we see how she basically whacks Kara around after Kara tries to calm her down. And basically her saying that, "I've been a liar, I have nothing to show for it. I'm a runaway, a thief and that." So after Kara basically sees that Liani flies off, we see how Kara realizes that had it been her and Krypto would have made more of an effort to stop her. And we see how Kara flies off, where we mainly see that Liani's family are now after her, saying, "Come now, Liani, Auntie Chimera is here to take you home. And yeah, this is the story. And we basically have Kara remembering how Clark and John were there for her, and Kara basically using her powers to take on Lenny's family. And yeah, basically going full X-ray vision. So the story of Superwoman isn't too bad. I think, yeah, it has a moment where Kara tries to play mental and help someone who is just like her. And this is more like the role reverse thing. And I think the point of Crypto sort of acting like that mental beforehand does work, as Crypto was more like an animal who tried to be there for her own for his owner. So the story deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.